Operation Northwoods, the plan that sounded too crazy to be real. What if I told you there was once a military proposal that discussed creating incidents that could help build public support for a war? Most people would call that a conspiracy theory. The strange part is that this one isn't a theory at all. In 1962, at the height of the Cold War, tensions between the United States and Cuba were reaching dangerous levels. The Cuban Missile Crisis was unfolding, and American officials were searching for ways to deal with the growing influence of Fidel Castro's government just 90 miles off the coast of Florida. Behind closed doors, members of the U.S. military developed a proposal that would later become one of the most controversial documents ever released by the government. The proposal was called Operation Northwoods. According to declassified records, military planners discussed a series of possible operations that could be used to generate public support for military action against Cuba. The document explored ideas involving staged incidents, simulated attacks, and other deceptive operations that could be blamed on the Cuban government. The goal was to create a political environment where military intervention would appear justified in the eyes of the American public and the international community. The most shocking part of the story is not that the ideas were discussed, it's that they were written down, formally proposed, and routed through official channels. Decades later, the documents were declassified and made available to the public. What had once sounded impossible was sitting in government archives for anyone to read. But there is a critical detail that often gets lost when people talk about Operation Northwoods. The proposal was never approved. There is no evidence that any part of the plan was ever carried out. President John F. Kennedy rejected the proposal, and the operation was never implemented. That fact doesn't make the story less fascinating. If anything, it makes it more unsettling. The existence of the document proves that senior officials were willing to consider ideas that many people would never believe a government would even discuss. The proposal remained hidden from the public for years until declassified records revealed its existence. Today, Operation Northwoods stands as one of the most famous examples of a real government plan that many people would have dismissed as impossible if the documents had never been released. The story isn't about what happened, it's about what was proposed, who proposed it, and how close history sometimes comes to taking a very different path.